puts the shot away. It's just another super goal.
I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody, pitchside. England have won this one, 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks.
Callum looking for Godfrey. Callum got Godfrey. It's Stephen Godfrey. He's at the goal. That's in goal. Stephen Godfrey.
Your 2018 champions, the London Monarchs. Winners of 2018.
Boys, well done, boys. Let's give it up. Go on, lads.
Hello and welcome to a Bucks Premier South. We have first game of the season for the UWE Bullets and they're facing off against old rivals, the Birmingham Lions. I'm Chris Green. I will be here today with my co-commentator.
That'll be me, Craig McLeod, aka Clay McLeod, aka Eric Von Lovegun, depending on where you know me from.
I should have done my AKAs as well, shouldn't I? Everyone knows me as Greener.
I was going to say, yeah, I heard Chris Green. I hope you don't expect me to refer to you as Chris all evening. I won't be able to do it.
No. You can definitely call me Greener. So we just had a minute's silence, obviously, with the 11th of November this week, just before you joined us live. We have an 8-man crew today. So the referee is Keith Wickham. We've got Amir Brooks as the umpire, linesman Stuart Taberer, line judge Jim Briggs, back judge Evan Patterson, field judge Richard Moger, side judge Henry Young, and centre judge Jed Brooks Lewis.
Very nice, Green. I'm surprised you remembered all those names off by heart.
Well, they say I've got a good memory. I am a teacher, so I do have to remember quite a lot of things. So
We have a very exciting game ahead of us today. UWE will be receiving the opening kickoff. And this is Birmingham's second game of the season, I believe.
yeah, they beat Swansea first game of the season quite convincingly. I think it was like 44-0 or 42-0 if memory recalls.
Come on, you just said your memory was so good, Greener.
I know, right? I've just contradicted myself there, haven't I?
As we get ready for the kickoff. And it's a short one. And there's still room to return, so.
A little bit of a late hit there, but no flag. All part of the game.
All part of the game. There's going to be a little ticky-tacky. Between Birmingham and UWE, always, we see 100% from every single player out on the field, so don't expect that to be the first close to the wire block, shall we say.
Yeah, that's it. Block to the whistle. So we got UWE's high-powered offense. I believe there's only one British player on this entire offense, which is insane. And they're going to have 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, you understand why Birmingham kicked it short. UWE have a very, very explosive return game. The special teams coordinator for UWE was talking to myself before the game, very confident they'd take that to the house. So Birmingham must have felt the same too if they kicked it to the back.
I would say they've been watching film, but first game, so obviously no film available. And we got a run to the left side. Gains about 5 yards.
Good first running down. See a lot of noise from the Birmingham side trying to get into the heads of the UWE players, but able to get a nice easy 5 yards out of the first play from scrimmage there.
Yeah, it's going to be about 2nd and 6 for the UWE offense now.
Good moves. That was Sam Jenkins at running back. And a carry, and a keeper, quarterback keeper from Ivan. He's made it to the outside, and he's just absolutely flattened the corner.
That was a great run, great read. Defensive end just crashed down, QB pulled it.
I'll tell you what, the defensive end crashed down. Everybody bit that was going to be a run up the middle. Sam showing he was dangerous with that first play. As we see in the replay here, everybody felt Sam had the ball.
Just going back live, a short gain, maybe about 2 yards there on 1st and 10. So we're going to have about 2nd and 8 now.
And you said right at the beginning, UWE's high-powered offense, we've moved from the 46-yard line all the way into the red zone in the space of 3 plays.
Yeah, I think this could be capped off here, potentially.
As the field gets shorter, it does get a bit harder to score as we see another running play from Ivan. He's gone down the middle. He's finding some space. Beautiful spin move. And a beautiful handoff as he makes it to the outside. Pushed out of bounds, but not before getting a first down.
And I believe that's going to be first and goal, UWE now, at about the 6-yard line-ish, I believe.
Very clinical play from UWE so far. And we see Sam running up the middle.
Yeah, Sam Jenkins, number 3 on the carry there. He's done most of the grunt work during this drive. A few QB keepers from Ivan. He's the starting quarterback, number 2. We'll try and keep you updated with names as best we can throughout the stream.
And it's a QB keeper from Ivan, straight into the end zone. That's Ivan Neo Magabo with the touchdown.
Yeah, absolute ease by UWE there. No remorse, driving down the field, run, punched it, finished it in the end zone.
And it looks like the UWE offense is going to be staying on the field for the 2 points.
Craig, do you not know we don't kick field goals at the Bullets?
Listen, I know that, but the audience might not, so we'll give a little introduction. Yeah, UWE like to go for 2. They like to put the points up. Bit of a fumble on the snap. Smart from Ivan to just dive on that.
Yeah, and so our score is going to be 6-0 to the UWE Bullets. I mean, they haven't had any preseason games, but it doesn't look like they're off the beat at all, does it?
No, not at all. I mean, one thing about UWE is the execution of the play. We saw it there. Birmingham didn't want to kick it deep because they're such explosive players for UWE, and between 2 players, between Ivan and Sam, they were able to run, what was that, a 6-play drive?
Yeah, about 6 plays there, all running plays. Some nice QB reads, going up the sideline. He looks very shifty, doesn't he, old Ivan?
Oh, I tell you what, I wasn't expecting the stiff arms out of him. I was expecting the spins. He's a very athletic guy. He was a quarterback in New Hampshire, converted to wide receiver as well. Just shows the level of athlete that he is. So yeah. The ball in his hands at the start of every play is very dangerous.
Yeah, watching him warm up, he does have a cannon on him as well, so we'll look out for that. Hopefully UWE do go to the air. You know me as a receiver, I love the pass more than the run.
Absolutely. There's a new number 5 out there. I'm sure you want to see him with some success.
Oh, yeah. Xavier, I hope he does that number 5 proud. So we've got Birmingham on the return here. Number 11, the reverse.
They've gone for the reverse, back through the middle.
Big hit.
Through to about the 29-yard line, I believe, for Birmingham.
I think that was Fasciné Touré on the hit there, number 13. And we'll get our first look at the Birmingham offense. Wonder what they're going to come out in. Did you catch any of the Swansea game?
Well, so from what I've seen in the Swansea game, they didn't run a lot of different looks out of their offense. They ran basically one formation, a few different plays, and if it ain't broke, you don't fix it, you know?
Yeah, it looks like they're coming out in that twins left with that wing back to the right. I'm guessing
we should
power
see a lot
right
of powers.
Here.
Yeah, we're seeing the pulling guard. They're going to try and get to the outside. It's just not worked on that play. Guard's looking a little bit slow coming out, a little bit hesitant to make a big hit, but UWE managed to just swarm to the ball. And who was on the tackle? I believe that's Brian Peavy, the Iowa State alum.
All-American, right?
All-American, PFF All-American, absolute baller out there at corner.
I heard a rumor he was on the Arizona Cardinals as well. Is that correct?
Listen, we don't talk about whether that's true or not. No, he's done really well for himself and all academic as well. So come over here to continue his studies as we see a run up the middle and a big hit, but he does spin out of it. And a loss on the play.
Yeah, this Birmingham offense coming out slow. You'd have thought that they've had a bit of momentum with the amount of points that they put up on Swansea, and they moved the ball really easy on Swansea. I think I only watched the first half of that game, but they moved the ball with ease. But obviously a definite different kind of defense you're playing here with all these scholarship athletes.
And just the level of training that UWE go through as well. You know, they're training near enough every day. They might not have had a game yet, but the level of unity that this defensive side of the ball is going to have is impressive. It's really impressive. As we see a snaps, another run.
Oh, that's going nowhere. Is that Leon on the tackle, I think? Yeah, Leon.
And Birmingham player coming off a little bit shaken up. Number 59, arm a little bit limp. I hope the player's okay.
Yeah, I think he looks all right. He's coming off under his own power. Doesn't look serious.
I was trying to see where he was in the replay there.
So Birmingham in punt formation. And we got Brian back to return.
And the punt doesn't really go that far. We're looking about 20 yards.
Yeah, not a great punt there. He side-footed that. It's going to be 1st and 10 from Birmingham's own 38-yard line, I believe.
And now with that punt, I know this might not interest everybody watching, but I was watching number 14 punt to start with his warm-ups. He was taking a three-step kick. There he only took 1 step. I know it doesn't make a lot of difference to a lot of people watching, but that's definitely going to mess up his rhythm. Might be why he side-footed it there. He's given UWE fantastic field position.
Do you think UWE are going to go to the air here? I'm trying to look at where offensive coordinator Frankie Pankhurst is, because I know the hand signals of this offense. As you know, I've played in this offense before, quite a few years now. So we'll see what UWE can do on their second drive here.
I think we'll see. As we see Birmingham just attack the run more and more often, I think the pass will eventually come. We do see a run up the middle.
It's Jenkins again up the middle, number 3. He gains about 4 or 5 yards there. So we've got 2nd and about 5. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. As you see on the replay there, Xavier Howard, you absolute beast.
He's blocking to the whistle.
So Xavier Howard was a 4-year starter at O-line when he was in a, what a beautiful throw.
Oh, just through the hands. He had a chance there. Some great blocking by the O-line as well. Ivan had all day to pass that ball. Hopefully we can see on the replay. Yeah,
great movement. Great movement up in the pocket.
It was a nice ball.
It was. I appreciate the Birmingham player getting his hands up for that, even though it was about 40 yards over his head.
It was definitely the only player who was going to come up with that ball was the UWE player. It was a well-placed ball.
Absolutely.
High and away.
Good coverage as well from the DB. He did a good job of not creating contact before the ball got there.
We got a motion now, a jet sweep to the right. Nice blocking. It's a flag. It's probably going to be a hold, I think. That's usually a hold right by the line of scrimmage.
We love seeing sweeps. And I tell you one thing we do love, this might be coming back for a hold, but number 56 for UWE was all the way in the 3rd level. He was excited to go headhunting there. Let's hear the call.
Personal foul, blindside block, 5 on the offense. 15 yards, still 3rd down.
So we got a blindside block there. So it wasn't a hold.
It wasn't a hold. Same idea.
I don't like the rule that they've taken that rule out. You know, as a receiver, when you like those... oh, yeah, big hit.
Yeah, he does. He likes them up.
Hit there.
He likes them up.
Definitely laid the boom there, Xavier. Yes, it's a 15-yard penalty, but you got to keep your head on a swivel.
3rd and 21. Bit of a big play. I imagine we'll be seeing a pass and play here.
I'd come this side. It's 1v1 coverage over here.
We see the short sweep. Gets
maybe a block in the back. Maybe a block in the back by 20. Not flagged there, though.
Great tackle from number 32 for the Lions.
I think they're going as well. I think they're staying on.
This is a big play. This is a big play. We're still looking at, what, 13, 14 yards to make the 1st down on 4th?
Yeah, we got, I think, 4 verts coming up here.
I love that you're trying to get your Tony Romo on and predict these plays. I hope you're right. Oh, you're right. Great ball, wide open,
That's
and
6.
that is 6 points.
What a ball by Ivan, number 2. Absolute cannon. And we'll get you the receiver's name now, Matthew Albright, who's actually a quarterback as well, I believe. Reeling in that ball there for the big touchdown.
And they looked to it before earlier in this drive. As we see this replay, it's very much the same. We see Ivan step up into the pocket, great protection.
I mean, that's a great pocket, isn't it? Just steps up there.
Just wide open. Our cameras weren't even able to keep up with it. He's just managed to blow past everybody there. As we see it again, look at that pocket. Plenty of time for Ivan to step up, and what a throw. Beautiful touch.
Yeah, 32 in no man's land. He got absolutely burnt there. Again, the 2-point play, and Ivan straight up the gut, and he's in for 2. So your score now is going to be UWE Bullets 14, Birmingham Lions 0, and again, a fast-paced start for that UWE offense.
I mean, here's the deal. We've only had 7 minutes of football, 2 touchdowns for UWE. Birmingham really are creating an uphill battle for themselves. The first drive there, like we were mentioning, their game plan against Swansea, they ran the same plays, they ran the same offense, gave the same looks. Based off that first drive, there's plenty of football to play, but if that's going to continue, they're going to have to change things up.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something different on offense. That defensive front, it's a little bit scary from UWE, and they're just snuffing everything out. So we got UWE lining up for the kickoff. And number 11 and number 8 back for Birmingham to return. Unfortunately, we don't have any names, the Birmingham roster. We don't have a Birmingham roster for you, so I do apologise that we're calling their names out, numbers out rather than the names. A little bit of a delay here, not sure what's going on.
I think, yeah, waiting for referees to get into position. We're ready now.
Well, there is 8 of them today, so don't usually have that luxury, but obviously being on a Saturday, there's a few more available.
And we're seeing another reverse, but we see
fumble.
a fumble on the reverse, and he gets absolutely clattered.
It laid the boom.
That
was a big hit.
My.
That was fascinatory again on special teams, making the big hit there.
I can't believe how quickly he got downfield. Every phase of the game for UWE. As we see the reverse here, I don't know if there's miscommunication, if number 8 just wasn't expecting the ball to come through, but oh my, he really left himself open to
I think he was quite lucky that he fell on the ball himself there. Very lucky. It could have gone anywhere. Quite a lot of support here today, looking at the UWE sideline as well. A lot of, there's a few alumni over there, obviously myself and you as well, being a UWE Bullets alumni, but quite a lot of people here watching.
Absolutely. I mean, we may be alumni, but we're trying to keep this as called down the middle as we can, as we see another run up the middle by Birmingham for a few yards.
Nice to see them getting some positive yards there. About 5 yards on the carry, so it's going to be about 2nd and 5 now.
And I'm definitely not surprised to see so much support here for UWE with the last year that we've been through with COVID and the pandemic and everything like that. A lot of sport has been cancelled, delayed, you know, a whole season.
Yeah, please don't remind me about that, because I was here when we were meant to be playing Stirling in the semi-finals, and they called it off on the Friday. The whole season got cancelled. Absolutely gutted. I'm still chasing that ever-elusive ring.
Hey, aren't we all? Aren't we all? I commentated on your last game for them then, as we see a sweep to the outside, an outside run. It's a couple of broken tackles. UWE not wrapping up, letting him gain yardage.
Nice play there from number 19, but shifty, and they get their first down, and it's going to be from their own 36-yard line. Let's have a look at the replay.
Yeah, as we see this outside run, we see PV
Great
come
seal
up.
block by number 8 there.
Oh, and he just doesn't wrap up. He's going for the ball, doesn't wrap up, and then we see, what, 3 more missed tackles? And then we still see a fall forward. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Birmingham.
Okay, Birmingham got 2 receivers and a wing back lining up, and a tight end this side.
Shock horror.
Usually they go twins left.
That's true.
Slightly different. Number 12 trying to draw him offside there, but no movement up front.
Number 8, stance,
Oh,
false start.
False start.
Just as I say, isn't it? Just as I point him out, we get the false start. His ears must have been burning.
I think you could probably call that on 12, 19, 60.
Full start.
Number 8.
Offense. Number 60. 5 yards.
I thought we were going to get
first
everyone
down.
but the centre.
Almost. I think it was about 4 or 5 guys full started there, but obviously a bit of a miscommunication there from the sideline. It's so important to make sure that you're on the same page as your coaches and players on the field.
Absolutely, and if you're Birmingham coaches, you're absolutely livid to see that. Your biggest play of the day so far, followed up by a penalty. So we see another run to the outside.
There's Brian.
Brian not letting him go that time.
I mean, that's just great contained by Brian, and he makes the tackle as well. He forces him inside where his extra help is and wraps him up, puts him in the dirt, or the turf, should I say.
On the turf, as we see everyone driving through. Good blocking from Birmingham up front there.
So we've got a 2nd and about 13.
Another run play.
Oh, big penetration there. And that is going nowhere.
Very high from the running back there. I know he was getting tackled immediately, but if we see in the replay here,
he's
27.
He's got to give himself a chance, hasn't he? He's got to lower his shoulders and do something.
Bit of movement, as you can see. Pad level very high. Bit of movement from his feet there before he snapped. I'm surprised the...
Oh, we got a bit of handbags. That was Darian Simmons on the tackle there, number 97. Some aftermaths. I missed it as I was looking at the replay. Craig, did you see what was happening over there?
No, I didn't. I saw Birmingham players pointing to the UWE team and the flag going up. So.
I think it might be against AK. They're trying to calm him down. He looks a little bit frustrated. Potentially could be on number 44 AK there. Why is he not wearing number 47 as well? If you had a name like AK, you'd wear number 47.
Yeah, there's a reason Alvin Kamara is not allowed to wear
Before
number 47 as well.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 22, using a homophobic expression. He is ejected from the game.
Ooh, an ejection.
Yeah, well, I mean, if what the referee's saying is true, there's no place for that in the game today. No place for that at all.
No place at all. Not great to hear that. I think that's Leon, that is, who's been ejected there. Hopefully the referee just misheard him and got it wrong.
It's just Leon.
As I know Leon, he's a good guy, and I'm surprised about that.
Yeah, we heard the ref, yeah.
That's going to be a 15 yards and a first down as well.
15 yards first down and a player off the field now. Like I say, there's no place for that in the game. Right decisions by the referee to eject him.
I think that's probably going to pump up the Birmingham sideline there as well now, having a player ejected.
Absolutely. The thing is, once you know how it is at wide receiver. I know how it is at corner. You try and get in each other's heads. You know what I mean? You try and get them angry. You try and get them riled up a little bit because it's a physical sport, high contact, high emotions, high testosterone.
Hey, I'm always chatting rubbish.
Absolutely,
I'm always chatting
absolutely.
rubbish.
But there's a limit. There's a limit. As we see an outside run from Birmingham, and we see a tackle for a loss.
And that was AK there. Big hit, good penetration from that right side of the defensive line. Yeah, and just reiterating what you're saying, yeah, it's great to have a bit of trash talking, but when it goes too far, it's just not good for anyone in any situation. As we see the replay there, AK. It's the first guy there in to make the tackle.
And I tell you what, UWE needed that. UWE needed a big play, big penalty. The most yards Birmingham have had look like to be from that play. As we see another outside run. Looks like they're just going to go to the same play over and over. They got a bit of success. Run this until probably a fake, I would think.
Yeah, I got a feeling I did see them run reverses to number 8, so I would imagine they're probably trying to set that up here. But again, Brian Peavy.
And what are we looking at? We're looking at what, 3rd and 8?
Yeah, about 3rd and 8 now.
Yeah, Peavy will, if they keep running that play to the outside, Brian Peavy will get a lot of tackles. He'll rack up the numbers today. Motion from the wide receiver, and it's gone out wide to number 11. There was great penetration, but he's managed to get past the first tackle. He's not able to get past the second or third. Birmingham with a loss of about 6 or 7 yards there as we hit 4th down. Punt unit coming out.
Yeah, 4th and long. Definitely a punting situation here.
Sorry, folks, we're just having a bit of technical difficulties here, but we'll be back with you soon as we line up for the punt here.
Good snap.
Good distance on the punt, much better punt than the first one.
Yeah, that's a good punt, but PV's back there.
And he's picked it up. He's gaining some yards. He's going down the sideline. Look at the pace. He has broke through the first bit. It looks like he's going free.
He's gone.
All the way down the sideline to the end zone. My goodness, take a boost, son.
See you, boy. Nobody was catching him there.
Right.
He put on the burners and just found that sideline and open space, and he was gone. After that first block was made on the initial catch, you could tell that was 6.
The people that needed to make the tackle there were the first 2 or 3 people. Once he got past the first 2 or 3 there, it was gone. I don't really know what the Birmingham coverage unit were looking at there. It looked like they were going to be able to get him. It looked risky for Brian PV to be picking that ball up, but obviously not.
When you're that good of an athlete, Craig, you do what you want.
Well, that's why I never did what I wanted. And UWE will be going for 2. The current score 20-0. This to make it 22. And they're going for the pass. Tons of time for Ivan. He's rolling out.
He's got a man in the back of the end zone. There it is.
And a catch. Great grab.
Is that number 9 again?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Matthew Albright again.
This is the end of the first quarter.
So, end of the first quarter, Craig. Thoughts on the game so far?
Well, we've seen it all, haven't we? We've seen it all. We've seen passing touchdowns. We've seen rushing touchdowns. We've seen ejections. We've seen punt return touchdowns. It's been a bit of everything.
What do you think Birmingham need to do to get out of this little rut that they're in now? What are the keys to them coming back in this game?
I think they need to run something else. Personally, I think if you're gonna only put up 4 to 5 plays of footage for UWE to study all week long, and then come out and give those exact same plays, you can't be surprised if they're all over you. You can't be surprised.
Especially with the coaching staff and the experience that coaching staff's got and the experience that the players have got watching film back at college in America. You know, they're gonna sniff that out real easy. And yeah, I think you're right. I think they need to go deeper into the playbook, and hopefully they've got more than 4 or 5 plays that they've run so far, so that they can try and make some inroads into this deficit that's slowly building and building.
Absolutely. I mean, we know Birmingham came here a bit out of sorts with their starting QB not starting today.
We got a fake reverse there for number 11. Nice return though. He's got a bit of jets on him. Number 11. I'd like to see him in the offensive backfield, maybe on a bubble screen or maybe on a slant or something. Get the ball in his hand, see what he can do.
Yeah,
he looks pretty electric.
Absolutely, he's out wide. They looked to him on the reverse towards the end there. Unfortunately, it did get sniffed out pretty quickly by the UWE defense. But at this point, you know, you're down by multiple scores early. You need to get the ball into the hands of your playmakers.
Yeah, exactly that. 11 definitely looks like one of those playmakers for them on offense. Be good to see him with the ball. So we got 1st and 10 from Birmingham's own 30-yard line, maybe 31-yard line here.
Motion from number 11.
Yeah,
and we are seeing the screen, and it's just too high.
So at least they're trying something different. You know, they've tried to get the ball in the hands of number 11, try to make him work. But again, just a little bit high on that pass. I'd like to see him getting that in the numbers so he can turn upfield and try and make it work.
And well, the thing is as well, like you know how it is. You've been out on the field, you get a pass like that, you still try and make the grab because you want to make something happen. But unfortunately, because of that, we're now looking at what, 2nd and 13?
Yep. Birmingham have got twins left. I think there's going to be a run right here.
And we just see run blocking.
Oh, reverse. There's the reverse. They were setting it up, but UWE are not fooled at all. Discipline on backside contain, and he is going nowhere.
It's really interesting seeing Birmingham run this offense. We saw it quite a bit when we were playing back in the day. Similar idea, not the exact same, but Exeter used to run a lot of the same plays. And really the plan is with these sort of plays is to wear you down.
Yeah.
is to wear you down, keep running the same plays until one breaks big. UWE don't seem to be slowing down so far, though.
I don't think they're going to slow down either. And there's the fake bubble fade, and that's Gabe. Oh, through Gabe's hands there. We got a fun fact about Gabe, haven't we?
Gabe can speak 3 languages, Greta. He can speak English, Spanish, and Chinese.
That is insane. I
can barely speak English.
I had the privilege of playing with Gabe at the Aztecs this year. Great guy, absolute baller as well, ball hawk.
Yeah, good personality. There's a lot of good personality on the UWE team this year. You see a lot of camaraderie.
Oh, there you go. You can't speak English, right?
I told you. Listen, I don't say things for the sake of saying them. I prove it with my with my terrible pronunciation.
I wonder if they're going to kick this to PV again, or maybe try and kick for the sideline. I know if I was back there punting, I don't think I'd want to kick it to him.
What do you do? What do you do? Do you try and kick out of bounds?
10 minutes, 55 seconds, first time out, Birmingham.
Birmingham take a time out there. First of the half. Obviously saw something there that they didn't like.
I wonder what they saw on the punt, though.
Maybe they didn't have enough guys on the field.
Of course, yeah.
That's always the thing with the game over here, is trying to get guys on special teams, knowing who's on and when. You always get someone who stood on the sideline twiddling their thumbs and not knowing that they're on special teams, and you get someone shouting and it's like, what's going on?
Don't know what down it is. And the thing is as well, it's knowing who you're the backup to. You know, it's knowing who you're the understudy to. If there's an injury or two and you're meant to be on the field and you're chilling, getting your gloves on, all of a sudden you're down a timeout.
Yeah, that's it. As we see Birmingham ready to punt. I definitely would be kicking this out of bounds and not to PV's hands. Good snap. Yeah, and he does just that.
Yeah.
He kicks it out. Smart.
Probably about the 45-yard line.
And we got a flag.
And our referee agrees.
Flag on the play. We will check the flag. I'm not sure what it was on. Maybe a hold during the return. Or an illegal block, maybe.
Probably on UWE. It looked like it was thrown after the ball was kicked, so.
Yeah, we'll hear from Keith Wickham in a second.
During the kick, block in the back, 68 on the receiving team. 10 yards will be taken away at the end of the kick, and it'll be a first down.
There you go, yeah. Usually in that sort of area, it's either a hold or an illegal block.
Yeah.
And here we see the UWE offense again. Ivan still in at QB. And it looks like they're going to go with a fullback. Xavier in the backfield now.
That is a dangerous fullback. When you've got a former all-star offensive lineman like that at fullback, you do not want to be plugging the hole against him.
It just goes to show the difference with athletes that we have here compared to the States. If he was an offensive lineman, I saw him warming up, and he's playing tight end and fullback. I mean, that is just insane that he can move like that, and he was playing offensive line in the States.
Well, the thing is...
10:46 at 10:46, second timeout, Birmingham.
Sorry, Keith, just interrupt you there. Birmingham taking the second timeout. Go on, Craig, carry on.
It's obviously, with the year of COVID, he had a lot of time to get himself prepared for playing different positions. But you can be an athlete anywhere on the field. If you look at some of the former NFL offensive linemen and look at what they're doing now, like look at Joe Thomas, for example.
Yep.
Like if you compare the size he was when he was on the line compared to now, it's a completely different person.
Also, did you see the Miami Dolphins lineman touchdown? That wasn't a touchdown as well?
Oh my, I tell you, that should have been. I don't care that wasn't a touchdown. That is maybe my favorite play ever. I'm surprised he didn't break his neck. That was a lot of weight coming down on his head.
Did you see what the Miami Dolphins did at their headquarters for him? So they've got a picture of him on their sliding door lift, and it comes out, it's him falling over and landing on his head. Absolutely brilliant from that organization.
The thing is, I love that play because he's laughing because he knows it's not going to count. He knows from the start it's not going to count.
Hey, you know, he was out there having fun, as we do when we're on the field, you know.
Absolutely, and are UWE going to have fun with this drive as we see a run up the middle? Great
He's
drive! Oh
gone.
My goodness!
Just a safety to beat.
And he does.
He's gone.
That is going to the house. That took one play for UWE to end up back in the end zone.
It's Drew Carson. I think that was his first carry of the game as well.
Drew Carson is an absolute athlete. I've got some stuff for him as well, by the way. At Union College, he was averaging 4.6 yards a carry. With his first carry for UWE, his average has gone way up. It's going to take a few short yardage. But let's rewatch this. Look at the drive from the offensive line.
Yeah, great blocking up front.
Look at this drive. Like, honestly, like, look at the interior line. Every single person is up about 5 yards.
Yeah, that's a big push. And they're still pushing to the whistle
Absolutely.
as well.
You consider Drew starts 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He didn't pass his offensive line till 5 yards down the field.
And we got QB keeper on the 2-point conversion, and he's in, Ivan. Again, this is getting away from Birmingham real fast.
Don't know. We might need to start calling Ivan 2-point Ivan.
Hey, he's wearing number 2.
Hey, we might be onto something here. We'll have to talk to Coach Mayer, see if that was on purpose, that choice. I still, honestly, I cannot get. There's nothing better than when your offensive line is firing on all cylinders. To see that drive was just. Drew deserves to get a lot of appreciation for that, especially the broken tackle towards the end. But
yeah, and the cut and acceleration through the hole as well. But yeah, you're quite right. That offensive line just absolutely beasted the Birmingham defensive line there. Pushed them back 7-8 yards, and that's all you need as a running back. You see a lane, one cut, gone.
Absolutely, that'll be a story he'll be telling when he goes back to Madison, Tennessee, where he does coaching with some of the youth players around.
Ah, it's good to see. I love that. Giving back to the community. Coaching the youngsters, the next generation. Hey, and maybe some of them are future UWE Bullets.
As long as he has a good experience, I'm sure he'll be giving the word out. And the sport is growing, so.
Yeah, it is growing over here. It's great to see. And we see UWE line up for the kickoff. Bit of a flat kickoff there.
Line drive, fumble to start. Are we going to see a reverse? We don't. We see a fake reverse from number 11. And he breaks one. Oh, unlucky.
Great holding on there by Chris Arena, who is the first player to be promoted from UWE's second team and is a starter on the defense this year.
And we're seeing him make plays as well.
Great credit to him. He also played at the Aztecs this year, gaining more experience, and I might say his swag is on point as well.
No, listen, when the UWE kit looks like that, it's hard for your swag to not be on point.
Yeah, shout out to Rich, Dario, sorting out the UWE jerseys. You know, they are clean, as we say.
You might say, I can't get away with that.
I don't know. I have to keep up with the trends of the kids at school, so I know what they're saying.
Oh, that was a big hit. We saw a quick play from Birmingham trying to get it up the middle.
Bit penetration for Big Mike there. And
just
three or four bullets on the tackle. And you see Birmingham lining up again. It's 2nd and 11.
You see a motion.
Fake bubble. Dive.
Nice run. Nice run. Big hit.
Brian Peavy on the tackle there, cleaning up. And they're going to get a 3rd and inches, I believe, now.
Yeah, I don't think he's made the first down thanks to that big hit.
Or a 3rd and Stenlake, as we used to call it. Those UWE Bullet alumni will know what we're talking about. No one else will.
Sometimes you've got to throw some inside jokes out there. Great play from Birmingham there, just to see a little bit of change of pace. It took a couple of fakes there for them to gain some yards, and this is why you run these plays. It's to get the defense used to things going a certain way, and then you change it up.
Oh, I think that's a face cage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked like a face cage.
Yeah.
That was unlucky there. He was trying to grab for the jersey, but just got a handful of face cage. It's sometimes it goes like that. Definitely accidental there, I'm sure.
Absolutely, it doesn't look like there's any bad blood between the players. When you got a running back that's about 5'5", these things will happen occasionally.
Personal foul, face mask, 51 on the defense, 15 yards, the first down.
So it's going to be an automatic first down for the Birmingham Lions.
And that's Gavin Johnson with the, is it Gavin? Yeah, Gavin Jordan, sorry, my apologies, with the penalty for UWE there.
Birmingham getting something going here. I know it's through penalties, but you get what you're given. You know, you take what you get.
And if you're UWE, there's a lot of positives to take out of how this game's gone to start with, obviously, but these penalties are concerning.
Yeah, they will be. You know, when you're in close games, those penalties are coach killers, and those are the things that can win or lose you a game. That penalty count.
And we see a run to the outside. Bigger man with the ball. Keeps moving, though. Keeps moving. Dragging players with him.
Yeah, as you see, PB just couldn't bring him down there on his own. He had a nice grip, but Ty comes in to clean him up. T comes in, sorry, to clean him up after. And we've now got 2nd and 4.
Good run in from 46 there. Brian Peavy looked like he was really trying to rip the ball out. Unsuccessfully, thanks to the strong arms of number 46 and strong legs to keep driving for the extra few yards, getting the sideline hype for Birmingham.
That looks like a false start there.
Well, if it wasn't before, it was once he started pointing.
Yeah, he definitely stood up out of his stance there. The left guard, I believe.
Full start, offense, 59, 5 yards.
And if you're Birmingham, you are gutted with that. Great play for the first down. As you see the replay here, we'll see some movement up front. Yeah, we see him fall over. If it wasn't there, it was right there.
And it just, again, they got themselves in 2nd and 5, maybe a run play to get in 3rd and manageable. That's going to help them to try and drive down the field to try and get on this scoreboard. But penalties like that, again, as we say, they're just killers.
As we see a pass downfield, he's beaten the corner. Great
grab.
Oh,
no! Incomplete. I thought he had that.
He should have had that. That was a fantastic throw. Beat the corner, a little bit underthrown, gave the corner time to come back. But fantastic from, who was it, number 19? Number 19, eyes up, keeps his hands in between and just rips it out of there. That was a fantastic play.
That was marching. Former Pride player, I believe.
That was great work. He turned around, got his head up, constantly looking.
Oh, Brian Peavy. Yeah, he likes that one.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised.
I think we might be saying his name quite a few times tonight.
Yeah, so it's probably going to turn into a tongue twister by the end of this with the amount we're saying it. Look at the penetration Brian Peavy gets here. Oh, the way through.
That offensive line had no chance.
And there's some fairly decent blocking from the offensive line, but if you saw it there, they were still being driven into the backfield. They're still being, if the Birmingham offensive line were able to hold it up a little bit, maybe Brian's path would have been a little bit blocked. And they just need to drive those feet a little bit more, really try and push.
We got a timeout by UWE, I believe now. It's 4th and long, and Birmingham are lining up to punt. Head coach Dan Mayer with the timeout. Just a quick shout out.
At 7:15, timeout, 7:15, UWE.
Just
First timeout.
Okay, I'll try again. Keith just keeps interrupting me.
This thing is, you want to talk about Keith and his team.
I want to talk about his team as well, so he's not doing himself any favours. So just a bit of shout out for the refs. Anyone interested in finding out more about refereeing should visit www.bafra.info. So if anyone's interested in becoming a referee, it's one of those jobs where it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because
I'm sure there's a lot of people listening that think they could do a better job than the referees.
I'm sure they can, and when they're out there, they probably won't be as good, but you know.
No, it takes years of practice, takes years of game, understanding, not getting distracted by other things on the field, sticking to your job, but they deserve the respect. We wouldn't be out here watching this fantastic game if it wasn't for the refs being here as well, and they've got a huge crew with them today, which we love to see.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, an 8-man crew, it's great to see in the British game.
And punt out, snap a bit wide.
That's a good
Very
punt.
good punt.
Great
height.
punt.
Straight out of bounds. And that's what they need to do. That was probably the best result he could have asked for there. Down to where is it being marked? 24. So punting all the way back from his own 25. That is a very good punt.
Yeah, it was good hang time on that as well. And he kicked for the sideline. Again, being smart, not kicking it to number 7, Brian Peavy. As we've seen, electric in the return game.
And one thing I'm seeing from, again, not going to interest everybody, but the punter warming up was taking 3 steps before kicking. At the moment, he's taking 1 or 2 and then booting it. And that's what you need to do. When you're facing a team that's this explosive, those split seconds are going to give them time to get back in coverage or get time to come up and block it.
It's rhythmic as well, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I like to say it's similar to shooting a basketball. It's rhythmic.
Rhythmic. You just like saying rhythmic.
We got a change in QB here as well. Ivan out of the game.
No,
It's going to be a hold.
Yeah.
So the QB that is in the game now is Theo Landers.
No, I believe that was Drew Carson with the carry again. But I could be wrong. No, I believe that was Drew.
Yeah, it was Drew Carson. I think we got a holding call here. Let's hear from Keith.
Holding, offense, number 10. 10 yards, still first down.
Number 10, the quarterback was holding.
Wow. This game really does have it all, doesn't it?
It really does. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback get called for holding before.
And it's a shame because obviously now we're looking at 1st and 20 after what was a good 5-6 yard game. Obviously that would have ruined Drew's average a little bit after that first carry went so far.
See UWE in the spread formation again.
It's going to be a pass.
Nice quick ball out to Xavier.
Good tackle by number 54. Didn't let him get away. Falling down the player, but holding onto the legs, not allowing Xavier to get away.
That's it. Get number 5 in the game. I like that number.
Absolutely, absolutely. You want to see him catch some balls. You want to listen. If your single season record's going to get beaten, you want it to be by number 5.
I hope it doesn't get beaten.
We can't live forever, Chris. We can't live forever.
Then we see trips left this time.
And we see another outside run. And great blocking cuts. As we see number 56 again of the offensive line just going up. It just shows how explosive this offensive line are.
Yeah, number 56, Lenny Kistler. Again, I think former Pride player as well.
And if we see here, look at them all getting out. Great blocking. 62 gets through, but he's just running very high. There's a chance that 62, 56 could have made the tackle. Great tackle in the end by number 32 for the Birmingham Lions.
And we got 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, after that, as we see a run up the middle, and
I think he's going to be short.
Yeah.
Just. That was Sam Jenkins back in at running back there.
And we are going to have an injury timeout.
4th and inches. On their own 39-yard line. Do you go for it?
I think they do.
I don't know. I want to see that long snapper.
He was doing well. We don't like to see a player down, though. Holding his head, I don't know if his head got trapped a little bit there, but we hope he's okay.
It's not what you want to see. Medical staff obviously attending to him now. We hope he gets up and he's okay.
And that's Coach Frankie Pankhurst talking to his offense there. And if you're Coach Pankhurst, are you happy with your offense?
I'm absolutely ecstatic. The only thing I wouldn't be necessarily happy with was the couple of penalties that are sneaking in. You know, we'd like to clean it up, but it is the first game of the season. So there's gonna be few mistakes, but their offense is firing on all cylinders. They're passing the ball well, they're running the ball well, their offensive line are dominating. It's what you want as an OC. And number 90 looks like he's okay.
We're able to get off the field on under his own weight, which we obviously like to see. We hope he's okay.
Yep. Couldn't quite see what happened to him. I think it was just trapped in a bit of a pile there.
Yeah, he made the play there, though, so not to excuse the injury, but he should be proud of himself for making that play.
Of course. And you see UWE offense trotting back out. 4th and a short one, we'll say.
Well, they were able to convert 4th and 20 earlier, so...
Do you think they might be running a play, or they might be trying to draw him offside here?
I mean, it's definitely worked.
That's
We're not
offside.
seeing any flags, though, from the referees, but we see the deep throw. Unsuccessful.
No flag? There was definitely movement there.
Well, the defense aren't coming off. The defense seem to only be coming off because the coaches are telling them, yo, the referees haven't thrown the flag.
Yeah, and Keith signals 1st down Birmingham Lions. I would like to see the replay there because I personally think that there was movement up front on that defensive line.
If we see the arm of the centre.
Yeah, that's offside.
That's
close.
close.
Offside. It is close. It's one of those bang-bang plays. For me, that's offside.
If you're... Again, I'm not going to speak for the referees. They do a fantastic job. The player that looked like he went offside gave up on that play immediately. You know, when it screams guilt, right?
Yeah, it does.
It screams
it
guilt.
does. It's very hard to hide it as a player. Like, you think, oh, what have I done?
Yeah. Like, how many times? Like, well, I mean, obviously, we're great players, Greeno. We never false started, but you know, say I did false start, I'd probably make it really obvious that I'd accidentally false started.
Yeah. As a receiver.
5:18 at 5:18. Second timeout. UWE.
UWE take a timeout there. As a receiver, if you're off the line of scrimmage, you can be a little bit sneaky and pretend that you're in motion. If you do a little step forward, I did say do there. But you should be looking at the ball. So there's no excuse for a receiver to false start.
And for any of our younger players out there playing wide receiver, there you go. There's some of the things you don't learn when you're getting coached on a Sunday.
As we see Coach Dan Mayer there talking to his defense. Also the DC of the team, Dan Mayer. Had great success with the UWE Bullets, and the UWE Bullets have never lost a game on this field.
No, they won't have. Hillside Garden's been a bit of a fortress for the UWE Bullets.
However, there are 2 players currently on the UWE roster that have lost a game here. It was when they were playing for Stirling a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, there you go. Can't win them all.
I think it was Chenna and T.
As we see a pass from Birmingham to start off down
there.
the middle.
That is Gabe. That is insane. I mean,
and we're seeing a late flag. We're seeing a late flag from the corner judge.
I don't know about that one. I mean, he may have called him for that little cheeky hand. I'd like to see the replay.
It was close. As a corner, I hate to see these given. As a fan of the game, I understand it.
Yeah, it was a great athletic back down, though, from Gabe. He may be waving it off here. Let's see what Keith have to say.
There is no flag. There was not enough contact on the play to warrant the penalty.
I agree. Definitely waved off there. Officials talking together and making sure that they get the call right there. As we see the replay.
We like to see them confirm, make sure they get these calls right. And there's a great little pass down the middle, catches UWE off. And
there's nothing in that.
Yeah,
that's a great defensive
I think the
play.
initial flag is because we see the Birmingham player fall over. As we see another run down, and great run.
Nice run. Tough running for 46. He's carried the rock a few times quite well, hasn't he?
Absolutely, and one thing I like about what we've seen from 46 compared to some of the other running backs for Birmingham is pad level. He's seen himself low, he's driven the legs, and that first initial contact isn't what's taken him down, and that's what's given them these 3rd and 4 opportunities.
I completely agree with you. And it's 3rd and manageable now. This is what Birmingham needs to do.
And they're giving it to 46 again, and look, again, pad level down. Look at the great pile there.
Oh, ball comes out. That's a fumble.
That is a fumble as we see UWE with the recovery.
It's Chris
and it's going to
Arena.
go, and we see another flag on the far side of the field. I don't know if this is to do with the sideline. The ref is looking at the sideline.
I reckon sideline interference. Yeah. You see Coach Dan Mayer telling everyone to move back. It's definitely sideline interference, I think, this flag.
Yeah, we've been on the sidelines. You get excited. You want to get up, be there with your friends, especially a player like Chris that's come up from the 2nd team. He's really, you know, a player that's the heart and soul of the UWE team. You want to get excited for him, but unfortunately at the cost.
And any time you get a big turnover play like that, a big play, you get hyped up and you want to get on the field. Understandable, but you got to stay in that player's box.
Absolutely, and I feel for Birmingham there. That was a fantastic run. The first down and more, just driving, and UWE just getting hands to the ball.
And it's unfortunate as well. We were commenting on how 46's ball security was good earlier. You know, he had 2 hands on the ball with PV trying to rip it out, and unfortunately loses it there in the pile. We couldn't see who ripped it out. Obviously, someone's got it. The ref's having a long conversation here.
I think they're trying to decide what the penalty means. It will. From what I saw, the flag was thrown after the turnover, so it should still be UWE ball.
Yeah, if it's sideline interference, it'll be during the return. I believe it's a 10-yard penalty from the flag. I believe we'll hear from Wickham in a second.
Yeah, we're seeing UWE players telling everybody to move everyone back.
After the change of possession, a UWE player entered the field as a substitute. There'll be 5 yards taken away from the return, and it'll be a first down UWE.
So almost right on the rule. Slightly different. One player entered the field of play, so it's only a 5-yard penalty, which is not the end of the world.
No, and
they
it's
still got the turnover.
As we're looking at that, look at the drive from number 46, just going, and unfortunately, UWE did a great job of holding him up. He's definitely up when the ball goes.
I think it might have been one of his own players. The helmet went on that there.
Listen, it could have been. It could have been. There was a lot of bodies there.
And UWE's offense back out onto the field.
And we're going to see a pass on first down.
Incomplete. Maybe trying to set up some kind of running back screen there.
Yeah, it looked like that's the way it was going. Great pressure from the Birmingham Lions front. And as we see the replay, I assume so. I assume it was a screen, as we see.
A running back screen there.
Number 65 for UWE. It was way downfield, so maybe the incompletion was good for...
But if it's a screen play and it's caught behind the line of scrimmage,
true.
those linemen are allowed to go downfield.
It's true.
Motion here. And a flag. I got a feeling that might be 5 in the backfield, potentially, or offside. I think it's going to be offside. I think it's offside.
Offside, defense, number 90. 5 yards, still second down.
So that's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Bullets there. And it was a shame because it was a great defensive play by Birmingham.
Well, absolutely. You'd be looking at what, 3rd down and 10?
I think he may have even lost a couple of yards on the play as well.
Exactly.
So it could have been 3rd and long.
And you know UWE are going to go for it on 4th. Birmingham would have fantastic field position if they were able to hold them for a couple of plays. But now we got 2nd and manageable.
Correction. There is no flag on the play. The defender did not get into the neutral zone. It will be the next down, 3rd down.
Okay, so another flag waved off there, so it's going to be 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12 by the looks of it. 3rd and 12, and hey, that is a big break for Birmingham. If you're the coaching staff, if you're the players, you're excited. 3rd and 12, you've managed to get through that offensive line. You've disrupted the plays.
Offside. That's definitely offside, and it's with contact, so they have to blow it dead.
Yeah.
So they get the 5 yards back. Back and forth, back and forth.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Didn't sound like that, did I?
No, I was doing AJ Styles. Back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, yeah. And as you might know, that Craig did mention it earlier, but he is a pro wrestler as well.
Was a pro wrestler. I tore my
Offside,
pack.
defense, number 90. 5 yards, 3rd down.
I'm a little bit scared. We've got some fold-up tables in front of us, and we're up high on a scaffold. I'm wondering if he's going to try and swanton bomb someone down there.
I have thought about it. I was going to say things are safer as a commentator, but not when you're in scaffold and there's tables at the bottom.
So we got 3rd about 7 for the UWE offense.
And it's going to be a run up the middle, and there's a lot of daylight for him. Running over people, still on his feet. It's taking the 5 or 6 people to take down number 21, Drew Carson, with the run again.
I mean, that's great feet from Drew Carson there, just churning and churning, bouncing off tackles, keeping that pad level low as you see the replay. Great blocking again, 65, 55. And Drew just keeps his legs going, gets out of those arm tackles, and falls forwards as well. You see that. Falling forwards gets those extra couple of yards.
So hearing a lot of noise from Birmingham as you see the pass. Flag on the play, we'll see what that's for, but UWE do get a 1st down and more.
I think this is coming back. And
yeah, we see another flag.
Well. I think the first one was maybe a hold.
Definitely in the regional holding.
And I think the second one's probably either a block in the back or a hold as well.
Was that Jax with the catch?
Ineligible man downfield by the offense. Personal foul, face mask by the defense. The penalties will offset, will replay 1st down.
Offset, I was completely wrong. I can't get them all right though, can I?
No, you can't. We'd be worried if you did.
But that's why those black and white stripes are out there and not me.
And 56 just can't get him there. See 30, there's the face mask there, turning him around.
Definite face mask.
And we repeat 1st down.
So UWE in the spread.
And we're seeing a pass.
Theo back to pass. Completes it to Kobe.
And we see another flag.
Nice run after catch as well. It is a first down, flag pending.
And Xavier complaining. I don't know if...
Ineligible man downfield by position, number 5 on the offense. 5 yards, first down.
He must have been covered up.
Yeah, it must have
Yeah,
been.
he must have been covered up by 16 there.
What's worrying is I think that's the exact same thing UWE got flagged for on the other side of the field the play before.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know who's on the line of scrimmage. You got to look down. As a receiver outside, you always look down. See if anyone's on the line of scrimmage on your side. If they're not, you know you're on.
I'll let you talk about that one. I wasn't smart enough to know when I was meant to be on the line, when I was meant to be off the line. So put me in the backfield and make me defend the people on the line.
Hey, in this offense, if you look, if the tight end's on the line, you know you're off.
Make it sound so easy.
It's that easy.
As you see another pass from UWE. It's completed short as you see it turn and run up the middle.
Oh, nice run after catch again.
And that was Jax again.
Jax Crawford just moving the chains there.
Well, it took a while for that first down to happen.
This is the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
So you may have heard some words from coach from the Birmingham sideline there, trying to amp up his players. It's always hard to motivate when you're down this big in the first half as a coach.
It is. It's very difficult. But if you're Birmingham, you're down 30, but you've slowed this team down. You've slowed them down massively, and you get a tackle in the backfield like that. Be proud of yourself. Get hype, number 61.
Oh, sideline erupted then. We're on the Birmingham sideline here, and they just erupted for that tackle then.
That is a great tackle. Great penetration. Drove through, looking at what, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, he just blows by the left guard there. Just a missed block by 53.
Yeah, if you're a running back, you never want to see the face mask of your offensive lineman. Great step
pocket.
up. No, we got a fumble. We got a fumble on the play. It's recovered by Birmingham. This could be the hype they need. Number 5, Loving Life. Great work from Birmingham. And
There's a coach on the field. What's going on? They are hyped over here.
Absolutely buzzing. And I do not blame them at all. Great outside pressure from both from the outside rushers for Birmingham there, forcing the quarterback to go up the middle. We'll see it here. As you see, both outside, getting up, forces him inside. It's nothing there. Tries to get out, and just great tackle there.
I mean, he even needs to throw that when he steps up in the pocket there, or protect that ball, because he was in two minds. He still had the ball in that passing motion. He even needs to tuck it and run, or throw it away.
And number 90 with the recovery. It was number 57 for the Lions with the I want to say sack fumble. I don't think he got past the line of scrimmage. And we see number 46 getting the ball again.
That's going nowhere.
Now this is the point, if you're the Birmingham Lions, I would like to see some new plays.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything really from them, have we?
You've got a minute to go in the half. You're down by 30 points. You've just got a big turnover. You know, this could easily be a 16-point, like 18. Well, how would you describe it? UWE could have gone down, scored 8. Instead, Birmingham should be going up and scoring 8. You know what I mean? Like that quick turnaround.
1 minute, 1 minute, third and final timeout to UWE.
He said that so dramatically.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? I think he knows he's on the microphone, so he just wants to have his airtime.
I don't blame him. This isn't my normal talking voice. I put this on to sound better for the...
I dread to think what I sound like with my horrendous Bristolian accent, but everyone loves it. Some say I'm the most Bristolian bloke in Bristol, but...
No, I wouldn't argue with them. I wouldn't argue with those people that say that. See, at least people know where you're from. See, I get a lot of... I'm obviously Scottish when I'm in England, but when I go to Scotland, I sound too English. That's why I moved to Wales.
So what is the accent now then? Is it a mixture of all three?
Yeah, it's a mixture of everything. I'm sure it'll change some more as I get a little bit older too. I say I grew up in Wiltshire, so some words come out very Wiltshire. Okay, and we've got second down and long for the Lions. They are going to the run game again. Number 46 takes a big hit, but falls forward.
Out of it. I mean, tackler didn't wrap up there. Went for the big hit rather than the tackle, and it cost him. But it didn't cost him much.
Yeah, it cost him some yards, but he definitely got the big hit. Yeah, we see this again, 46 to the outside, having to kind of take it out of the quarterback's hands a little bit there, and that's Brian Peavy going for the big hit. We are going to see a lot of them.
Chenna on the cleanup there.
Thing is, if you're on outside contain, you can go for those things knowing that you've got your...
oh yeah, you've got help inside as long as you hit that outside shoulder.
And the fake doesn't go anywhere because the penetration from UWE...
I think that probably could be the half there. UWE are out of timeouts. We've got about 20 seconds on our clock. Obviously, our clock's not the official one. It's just an idea for you. I think that's going to be the half. Don't think Birmingham have to snap this yet. Half-time.
Yeah, half-time. Our half-time score.
This is the end of the first half.
It's 30 to the UWE Bullets, 0 to the Birmingham Lions.
So we're not going to see that mercy roll in the second half yet. UWE need one more score for that running clock to be on. Great first half from the UWE Bullets. They did stall towards the end of that second quarter, and Birmingham changed it. I'd like to see something different from that Birmingham offense, as we've talked about already. They need to do something different, make some adjustments at halftime, see what you can do. Maybe score. They get the ball back at the start of the second half. Maybe they score early, get a turnover, try and get themselves back into this game, because at the moment it's just all one-way traffic.
Listen, the passion's there, the fire's there. We just need to see that converted to points. We'll be back for the second half.
All right, guys. Hope you've had a snack, maybe a cup of tea in the break.
Maybe a cup of tea. I hope you've had a cup of tea. Get your British on, get a cup of tea. Get back in front of your TV to watch the second half between the UWE Bullets and the Birmingham Lions.
Just a big shout out to all the UWE Bullets alumni that are here now, past and present, and those watching on the live stream. Thank you very much for your service to the Bullets, and we hope you're enjoying the current team and how they're doing today.
Absolutely. Me and to make myself feel better and some of the other alum that have been here today, we've been saying we walked so these guys could run. Yeah, it's definitely
like
very different to how it was when we played.
Well, luckily enough, I did get to play when we had some scholarship athletes when I was doing my PGCE a couple of seasons ago, as I said earlier. It was just brilliant to play with some of these NCAA athletes.
Oh, absolutely. Like at the end of the day, UWE have set up a fantastic program for these players to come over and continue their academics, and in return, they're really helping the sport grow. I know if I had players of that caliber training against them 4 times a week, that I would only get better, and you're seeing it. You're seeing it with the players coming up from pellets. It's really fun to watch. As well as a shout out to the UWE alum. I want to give a shout out to the UWE staff that are here that make sure all this goes ahead. So, I mean, you've got your security here. We've got Nick, Lloyd, Jamie, Bilbo, all the guys down there having a good time watching the game.
Bilbo?
Saul, but it's an inside nickname.
Oh, okay,
I won't do
joke.
that. I won't do that on stream. But no, absolutely fantastic to see them. Fantastic guys that have really helped this team out a lot, as well as making sure that they get the gym, everything like that they need to get to continue to improve.
Yeah, I mean, it's brilliant. The facilities at UWE now with the performance gym, the players have access to it all the time. They've got strength and conditioning coaches. You know, the scholarship athletes, they have access to nutritionists. They have access to sports massage. I mean, it's unbelievable what we can offer these student athletes now.
Yeah, they also have access to sports massages as well as massages.
Massages. Was that Bristolian?
That was the Bristolian. We see a good return by the Birmingham Lions.
Nice tackle on special teams there.
Absolutely. That was number 68. There's Amrit.
Oh, even the camera got fooled by the... No, it was 51.
Was it 51?
Made the tackle, yeah. 51 made the tackle.
Which was Gavin Jordan.
Gavin Jordan, there we go. We found him. We found him on the roster.
Yeah, there's only like 30 names. You think we'd find it quicker.
Yeah.
And we see a dive up the middle by the Lions. Fairly good push, but closed up immediately by the front seven of UWE.
Just looking at the Birmingham sideline as well, they've got a few female athletes kitted up.
Yeah, I did notice that. It's really good to see. Really good to see the diversity in the sport just continuing to grow. I don't think does Bucks have a women's side?
Bucks don't have a women's league.
So that's why it's mixed. No, that's why it's mixed.
Yeah. So 2nd and 9 for the Birmingham offense.
And we see a pass. And a good pass, quick out to the running back, number 42.
46 again. 46, yep.
And good tackle, had lots of space there. Kept the legs moving, makes it down to about 3rd and 2 for the Lions. And
again,
this is a great start.
They're in that 3rd and manageable again, and this is what we talked about earlier. You know, they've got to get themselves into 3rd and manageable so that they can get first downs and then eventually try and drive it down the field and punch it into the end zone.
Absolutely, and especially to come out of the halftime break with a couple of big plays. If they can get the first down here, it will really settle the nerves and really make them feel that they can show you know, why they should be feared as a team.
Oh.
And that will not do it.
That's a drive killer. That is a drive killer.
Was that 97? That's
Darian Simmons.
Darian Simmons. Now, another one of the fantastic athletes that have come to UWE. At McKendree College, he actually went from a red shirt to an academic all GLVC, Great Lakes Valley Conference player. So
you've definitely done your homework, Craig, and I love that.
Listen, absolutely. Look, these players, I know that when I was playing, I'd love for some commentary, people to know what they're talking about, and we need to give the shout outs to these players.
Oh, I think his knee might have been down there. I think the refs gave him a bit of a benefit of the doubt. It was very close.
Is that going to be? No, that's just the change of position. It looked like he two-footed him.
Yeah, no, that's that beanbag that you saw was just to the spot of the catch, just in case there's a penalty, so they can see where the ball's fielded if they need to take it back.
Absolutely, no, that makes way more sense than somebody coming in with a two-footer.
So let's have a little look at this replay here. I think the punter's knee down there.
Knee definitely down. Birmingham getting away with one there.
Hey, but it only counts if the refs flag it.
Hey, absolutely.
Or blow that whistle.
Listen, I'm sure we've all got away with a few things on the field that we shouldn't have.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a kick return or a punt return without an illegal block or a hold in any form of the game.
I don't think it exists. It's first and 10 for UWE. Quarterback keeper.
Nice tackle. Gets about 5 yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 5 for the UWE offense, maybe 2nd and 6.
Yeah, 2nd and 6, things it looks like. Design quarterback keeper there. And so could have done with a better block from number 25 there.
Yeah, it could have been a better lead block. Maybe would have picked himself up a first down with a better block there.
Absolutely. We know Jax is capable of producing some better blocks, so hopefully that's a bit of put him on notice.
Yeah, is that Carson back in at running back as well?
I believe
on
so,
the carry
yeah.
there. Nice little run up the gut. Again, great blocking by the offensive line.
Yeah,
It's going to be 3rd and 2. QB's kept it. And first down. Still going.
Great tackle. Great open field tackle from Birmingham Lion player number 2, I believe. It's the far side of the field. I can't see exactly.
Number 2 is not playing. That's Eddie. He's not in kit today.
Well, it definitely wasn't that then.
So again, we just see nice keep. The defensive end's got to play contain there. It's not great for number 90. Just had a flat angle.
Yeah, we see one missed tackle and a great open field tackle.
So we got trips right from UWE.
And then we see another QB keeper.
Oh, nice run. Lovely cut.
Good 9 yards, I believe there, Greener.
Yeah, about 8 yards. 2nd and 2? Yeah, 2nd and 2.
I'm watching this replay. Yeah, everybody getting outside. Number 90 looking a little bit lost on the edge there. Good to see him back on the field. We obviously saw him down injured earlier in the game, so obviously not serious enough. Good to see him back out there.
Yeah, lucky UWE got away with something there. They almost snapped the ball without the number 14 on the line there. Would have been too many men in the backfield, but he just adjusted in time and he was set for a second. That's why there was no flag there. And another first down for UWE. And obviously, as we said earlier, if they score here, it's going to be running clock. And the first half was quite quick as well. It only lasted just over an hour.
We've seen a lot of running plays, not a lot of passing plays, not a lot of 3 and outs on the UWE side.
No, UWE haven't punted yet.
As we see a pass.
Nice play action. And there's Xavier.
Xavier open.
Oh, he's gonna call a block in the back. The back official there. And that's the thing, when you have 8-man crew, they see more. And they're looking for more specific things in that area. Whereas if you've got a lesser crew, like a 5-man crew, they can't necessarily see everything and they have to watch for multiple things.
Yeah, let's hear the
Holding,
confirmation.
offense, number 14. 10 yards, first down.
So that'll be holding from the spot of the foul. So it's still a first down. It'll be 1st and 10.
And I couldn't tell if you sounded really disappointed when that flag got thrown. I couldn't tell if it's because he got caught or because you didn't agree with the play. I agree it should have been a block in the back rather than a holding.
I think it was a block in the back. I don't think it was a hold.
But
again, it would be same 10-yard penalty,
play.
so much of a muchness, as they say.
Do they say that?
I don't know, do they? Sometimes, maybe.
As you see Sam taking it to the outside, breaking a couple of tackles.
That was a great cut.
And I think we're looking at probably 2nd and 1.
That was Jenkins on the carry there. Nice block.
And it's just amazing how downfield these plays are. You know, like you said earlier, that offensive line they're really deceiving it. Once he's hitting the back of that offensive line, you think he's back of the line of scrimmage, but he's not. He's 4 or 5 yards deep before he's even cutting to the outside.
And Crawford made a better block on that play then as well. So.
Yeah. And it makes a difference.
Oh, great grab. That is a great ball. Is he in? There he's in.
That is a touchdown.
There you go, Xavier. Rep that number 5, boy.
Absolutely.
We love to see it.
The Tyler Texan native with the touchdown. The former offensive lineman playing tight end for UWE.
I did have a nice word with him before the start of the game, and he did say he'd do the number proud, so nice to see him in the end zone there. That was a great catch, great ball as well.
Great effort from the defensive back. That's a big man to try and take on one-on-one. And, you know, further up the field does enough. Not at the goal line. Not at the goal line, but...
So as you see the UWE line up for the 2-point play. And it's a run up the middle. Cuts it outside. Is he in? Yep.
He's getting the signal.
So that's going to be UWE 38. Birmingham 0, and we have a running clock. I would say UWE would probably start putting up their backups, but they've only got about 36, 37 on their roster, so not a lot of depth, but...
And we've already seen quite a few changes from UWE as well, a quarterback position,
Yep.
a running back position.
So they are definitely using what they have, but that's the thing. The second string guy is almost as good as the first string guy. It's not much of a between the two, so there's not really much of a drop off when you see these second string guys coming in. From this whistle on this kickoff, I believe it will be running clock.
The thing is as well, like as UWE do have two teams, yeah, there is opportunities for lesser players to get put in this situation, but then, you know, they've got those second team opportunities as well, and you don't want to ruin the second team opportunities by promoting them to the first team just to get in for these times. So it's
and hopefully UWE employing a coach for the second team this year as well.
Yeah, you love to see it. You just love to see that they're growing as we see a good return.
Yeah, nice return.
And the ball's out, and the ball's out.
Ball's on the ground. I think UWE may have that. They look like they think they've got it. They're pointing that way. Yep, UWE ball.
UWE ball confirmed by the official.
That's not what you want, is it? That is not what you want.
Birmingham. I like these reverses they've been doing on the kickoff. I like these fake reverses, you know, trying to make something happen. But you've got a well-disciplined team here in UWE.
See if we can see who ripped that ball out. There it is. There, he's still got it.
That is a great.
It's that helmet there. There it is, the helmet. It was that third guy in with the helmet. I couldn't quite see a number for you there. I do apologize.
Not at all. Maybe number 13, but I couldn't confirm.
There's a lot of black shirts in there.
The first tackler did a great job of wrapping up that arm, holding it in one place, and then
helmet on the ball.
Ooh.
As you say, first guy in, holds him up, second guy helmet on the ball, or ripping that ball out.
And just like that, UWE are back in the offense in a dangerous
back
position.
in at QB.
He's scrambling. He's got out. Did he get out of that?
Boy.
My goodness, my rod. And he's going.
That's gonna be a blindside block. That's a blindside block.
Yep. That was a fantastic.
Jax Crawford, and they've taken that out of the rule book. You used to be able
to do that. Yep.
But unfortunately now, player safety, you're not allowed to blindside block like that anymore, and it's a shame because it's a hell of a boom. But
Listen,
player safety and all that. Yeah.
Look, I nearly got excited. My heart rate was going up. My adrenaline was going.
Blindside block, number 25. 15 yards, still first down.
And to be honest, though, those types of hits are usually not the ones that hurt or you get injured. It's the drag down from behind hits that you get injured. But, you know, you do see concussions from those types of hits. And I think that's why they've taken it out of the game.
Exactly. Listen, head injuries aren't to be messed with. But look at this phenomenal play from Ivan here. Just spinning and juking and getting out of there. And as he turns it downfield, we'll probably see the block here. Goes for the handoff. Yeah, we just see it go.
Just seeing it at the tail end there.
And listen, it's... he picked up the right guy. It's really difficult in that situation to slow yourself down and just be a body in the way rather than go through a guy.
You've almost just got to put your hands in the air and just stand in the way.
And the movement is wide open.
Oh dear, that's 6.
Ivan, the movement in the pocket was incredible. Eyes downfield constantly, looking for that open man.
It's Albright again in the end zone.
Is that his third?
I think he's got 2 touchdowns and 1 2-point conversion, so I think it's his second touchdown for the day.
There we are. As we see this again, looking at the replay.
I think a bit of a change of a route there to number 16. He didn't like it though. He pumped it, and then it's just a blown coverage.
Beautiful movement, blown coverage. The thing is as well though, yes, there was blown coverage, but the offensive line protected so well there. There was no real pressure. No real pressure on Ivan. It gave him time to find that blown assignment for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's very hard as well as a DB. You see the QB scrambling. You don't know whether to run up, come and play, as we see the 2-point conversion, no good there. To run up and try and play the run and then get suckered in, and the QB's elusive, got away from a couple of defenders, and then just finds the man wide open in the end zone.
Absolutely. If you're on spy coverage there and he starts running up to the back of his offensive line, you come up too. And then he does another 5-step drop. What are you meant to do?
Especially and with the cannon that he's got as well. I mean, it's just, what can you do as a DP?
It's a lovely throw. It's a lovely throw.
And I saw him, watching him in warm-ups as well. He had a laser beam. He throws that ball hard, and kind of makes me want to get onto a course this year. But unfortunately, we've all got to grow up at some point.
Yeah, you say that, but I don't know if you want to be going through the torn gloves you'd be going through every week with how fast those would be coming in.
Maybe the broken fingers as well.
Exactly, yeah. It comes with some casualties there, but fantastic play from UWE. And one thing I've really liked about UWE's offense is it's not all been the run game, it's not all been the pass game. They've mixed it up. They mixed it up with who's back there. They're really...
QB run game as well.
Yeah, QB run game. Some sweeps have been involved, some jet sweeps. Yep. They're showing a bit of everything. And again, not to harbour onto the point too much about Birmingham's offense, but that unpredictability has kept Birmingham's defense on the back foot.
Yeah, I mean, they need to give us something else on offense here.
There goes
it didn't help them last
time. We see a fumble. It's been muffed. He's still muffed it. It's still going.
Oh, no. When it's going wrong for you, it really is going wrong for you. I mean, I think UWE have got it again.
Yeah, and...
I mean, this is starting to turn a bit ugly now, Craig.
Yeah, it's been ugly since about the halfway through the second quarter, to be honest. You don't know how much of this is just is nerves. The lights are bright. I will say this, the lights are bright. It is hard to see the ball coming down.
They are, and in that pitch black sky, when that ball gets kicked really high, I saw Chen, the UWE punter, practicing, and I was losing sight of the ball.
Couldn't see it, yeah, couldn't see it.
It is tough. It is tough under these lights because they're quite low. If they were a bit higher, it'd be a bit easier, but having played on this ground as well, I know firsthand it is quite difficult sometimes to see that ball coming down.
Absolutely, and it's hard to say, you know, whether he lost the ball, where it was the way, because that was a really beautiful kick. You know, the ball was coming end over end, makes it more difficult to catch. If it's nerves, if it's just giving up a little bit as well, it's very demoralising when nothing you're doing seems to be working. But that was a great tackle.
Yeah, Jenkins on the carry there.
Only about a 1 yard carry.
Was it Jenkins? No, it wasn't Jenkins.
No, I believe that was number 21
Carson.
again. Yeah, Drew Carson.
They look very similar in kit. Similar build.
Yeah, either way, I don't know if I'd want to be tackling either of them.
Both powerhouse backs. Run fast, pad level low. See Ivan back to pass.
Good
Great
movement
protection.
in the pocket.
What a pocket.
And he's found some moves. He's a slippery guy, and he's got to the end zone.
Oh boy. Oh boy, number 3.
Yeah, now see that lack of discipline. I don't think we see that from number 3 in the first quarter.
No.
I don't think we see that from number 3 in the first quarter. That's somebody that's playing too hard, being too aggressive there because nothing's going their way. Yep. Nothing's going their way. First quarter, I think he makes that tackle, or at least he forces Ivan to go to the...
As you see, a great pocket, Ivan stepping up there. Great block from the outside. Whoop! See you later.
Oh my goodness.
And again, Ivan pointing up to the stream, and us here in the commentary box as well. Every time he scores a touchdown, he's pointing up here. Maybe he's got some family back home watching as well, so shout out to Ivan's family or friends, whoever's watching back home. We hope you're enjoying the show. He looks like he's definitely enjoying it on the field.
Absolutely. If we're going to be on commentary in future games, Ivan Neo Mugabo is going to be a name you hear over and over again.
See, I don't even want to try and pronounce his surname because with my Bristolian accent, I don't think it's going to come out right. So for me, he's going to be Ivan. So I do apologise, but Ivan is Ivan.
While Coach Bayer
this is the end of the quarter.
As we come to the end of the third quarter, so we definitely are in rolling clock territory. I was speaking with Coach Mayer last night. He sent across his team sheet for us to have a look, and I was sending voice notes back to try and make sure I was getting the names right. And
I'm in that group chat. I heard.
I'm sure he had other things to worry about, like a game plan, rather than me making sure that I got that right. So I appreciate his time.
And as you see, UWE successful on that 2-point conversion there. Sorry, we went on a bit of a tangent. But the 50 burger is up. It's 52-0. And I know one time, a few seasons ago, when I was coaching at the Bullets, in between my 2 stints, I know Fersman bought the whole team hamburgers, I believe, after one of the games.
After a 50 burger. Hey, whatever motivates you, right?
Yeah, that's it. I know when I was OC and we got 50 burgers, I bought my guys in the offensive room donuts.
At 12 minutes in the fourth quarter, first time out, Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham called timeout there, obviously. Something not right.
Well, yeah, it's not. I mean, again, it's hard to judge these things in a game like this, but you don't want to be using your timeout at the start of the quarter on a kickoff.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's that special teams game management that we talked about earlier in the game, and you see it so often in the game over here. It's just the organization. Like maybe someone was injured or out, as we said before.
Yeah, absolutely.
And someone not taking the person out. It's a waste of a timeout, especially in the second half.
Listen, they're going into the fourth quarter with 2 timeouts now. And, you know, in a closer game, they become extremely valuable.
Yeah, and we know the game is gone here. There's no way Birmingham are coming back from this, but, you know, they'd like to have a bit of respect for themselves. I think they're trying to get onto the scoreboard here. Try and salvage something, get something positive out of today.
Nice low drive. And another fumble from the returners. As we see,
they're definitely having trouble fielding that ball.
you know, you see a change back there. Number 14 getting the return on that one. I didn't see number 11 back there. He's been there a few times, just taking off with the fumbles. I think more of the mental game there more than anything else to why you would take him out.
Yeah, I think so. He's back on the field on offense, though, so he's obviously not injured. Maybe it's just a change, giving someone else a go. You know, they know they're down and out. They get someone else some reps. You know, they're going to look to the next games now and see what they can maybe do to try and get some momentum to go into their next game.
Well, listen, like you say, they're coming off a big win against Swansea where they held them to 0. You know, they're a team that have a lot of promise there. They've run into an absolute juggernaut and maybe not brought their A game, maybe not brought their B game.
And still, Birmingham running the same
plays. And I believe that was Billy Elliott on the tackle.
Yeah, Billy Elliott.
Oh, Billy Elliott.
I've been waiting to call his name.
Number 11, Billy Elliott, tap dancing down the sideline.
Tiptoeing down there, in on the tackle, maybe the assisted tackle.
It's going to 46 with a carry. I believe that's going to be 2nd down and 9.
What do you think about some of the Bullet swag today as well? You see Gabe rocking the turf tape and the one leg sleeve.
Listen, they're rocking some fantastic swag. I did want to find out your opinion on the bicep bands we're seeing out there, but I don't know if that's a sore subject for another day. As we see 46 breaking a tackle, making it to the outside. Good tackle.
There's a flag. Potentially a hold, maybe.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything. It did get enough for 1st down yardage, but we'll see if it counts.
I think we're going to hear from Wickham now. See what he says.
Holding, offense, number 11, 10 yards, remains 1st down.
I do get it right sometimes.
Well, as a receiver holding, you've probably seen that a few times.
I don't hold. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, and that's a shame. That's a shame we've got a 10-yard penalty, and it's things like this over and over again. I don't know if we'll get to see it here, but we see 46. Look at that. Tons of daylight. You can fit a bus through there, yeah.
Number 11.
Turns him around.
Just gets underneath the shoulder pad. You've just got to let him go at that stage.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's a quick game.
It is.
We see a pass from Birmingham. It looks like he's going to be looking deep.
Something
the ball
different.
is there.
They've not run that combo yet. I think that might have been something different. You had an out route and a kind of a post over the top, and the running back on a swing. Tried to hit the out route.
Yeah, looking at the QB, definitely had his eyes set on where he wanted to throw this from the get-go. I really like this play. He got hit. 11 going up to make it. Heard the footsteps, so didn't make that grab.
I hear as well, a little birdie told me, and I don't know if this is true, but apparently the Birmingham quarterback used to be their center.
I heard something of that. Again, I don't know if that's true. If that is true, again, fair play. Fair play for that change in position. Going to assume a change in diet and lifestyle as well. Not going to be lifting as many weights. That's a great quick pass to number 11. He is held up.
It's just going to be short.
Yeah, it's going to be short. It's whistle's gone, so if the ball's on the floor, it's not going to count. As we see a nip up from number 6.
Old Gabe.
Old Gabe with a nip up. Doing his best Shawn Michaels impression.
Tuning up the band in a minute.
I don't know. I think a sweet chin music's the only thing this game hasn't had. That is a good hit. He just absolutely stands him up, and he does get that ball.
Back of the ball,
he does.
I think he's down by contact already, though.
I think I heard the whistle as well. Yeah, I heard the whistle.
It is a first down. So, bit of a nice fun fact for you about Gabe. He was apparently voted out during the boot camp stage of American Idol in 2015.
I don't know if that's true or not, Greeno. You're going to have to ask your sources.
Hey, that's what I got on my list right here.
The boot camp stage.
Obviously didn't impress Simon Cowell enough. Little bit of afters going on here. No flags, though.
No flags. 59 looks really hurt.
Birmingham complaining from the sideline.
Looks really, really hurt.
Hopefully he's not too bad. He's taking his helmet off. Hopefully he's okay.
I kind of saw the end of that. I didn't see the whole play. It looked like shortly after the whistle, the two players were still hand fighting a bit.
So we were talking about Billy Elliott before. We were waiting to call his name. He played for the Tamworth Phoenix, I believe.
Yeah, GB under-19 player as well as Billy Elliott. Very good player.
He won the 2020 BAFA PS4 Madden Championship.
Wow, wow, wow.
Impressive.
Very impressive. He's
impressive.
got that,
good on the sticks, too.
That thumb dexterity. 59, probably a bit of cramp maybe by the looks of it. He is sat up, which we like to see. Birmingham players on the sideline taking a knee, as we see some coaches talking to their players on both sides of the ball, while the physios attend to the injured player.
So who's been a standout for you today on the UWE side of the ball, on the offense and the defense?
Well, I mean, I'd be amiss if I didn't say Ivan.
Yeah, he's been class,
he's been phenomenal. Number 2 for UWE. You know, in the run game, he's looked electric. In the pass game, he's looked fantastic. It's been really good to see. Obviously, we saw the big run from Drew, number 21. We saw the punt return from PV.
Yeah, Brian PV.
There's been a lot of great performances. I'm loving the offensive line for UWE. You know, as a whole unit. As a whole unit, a lot of these plays wouldn't be happening without some phenomenal blocking.
Yeah, and I'm going to say a receiver because I am
obviously
a receiver and I'm biased. Matt Albright. Some nice catches today, a couple of touchdowns.
Absolutely. He
actually went to Laverne University, and he is the 3rd string QB, and he also has a cannon. So UWE actually have 3 Division I quarterbacks on their roster.
You're in a good place when your relief QB has that kind of pedigree behind him. And see another run by Birmingham, number 27, looking to get to the outside. Still dragging those feet, which is great, but UWE just able to get the numbers there eventually.
I mean, UWE just bullying them on defense at the moment. Some big pounding, body punishing hits coming in.
Yeah, and I think we'll be looking at about 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, something along those lines.
Yeah,
not much gained.
Just looking at the replay here, yeah. A lot of UWE shirts by the ball, and that's what you sort of want to see. Rally into the tackle, you know, helping out your teammates, making sure that runner's down.
And that's been the big difference. I didn't see the game last week against Swansea, that Birmingham had against Swansea, sorry, but like Birmingham players have shown that if you only get one person to them, they will break that tackle. And we see a reverse. We see something a little bit different. He's got space. Number 8 in the open field, still running down, makes it to about the halfway line.
It's probably their best play of the day.
That is their best play of the day. That is near enough 20 yards. First down for Birmingham, and
it looks like Theo Eddy, the centre for Birmingham, is down injured. I actually know him. He used to be at the Pride as well. Played at the Potsdam Royals in Germany as well. So they do have some ballers on their team.
Well, Birmingham have always done a great job of recruiting. You know, they dominated the British American football uni stage for a very long time.
Oh, for years, many years.
They had scholars there for a very long time, such as Tristan Varney at QB.
Dan Conroy.
Lots of players that, you know, that were getting those opportunities, players that were playing in Europe, players that were coming over for scholarship opportunities at Birmingham. They have the pedigree there.
They do, and you know, they're a good organisation. And see Theo, nice to see coming off the sideline. Looks like he's okay, but obviously he has to come out for a play because the play was stopped by the referees.
He looks okay, but he's a hard man. He might be hiding it.
Yeah, and we got just over 5 minutes to go in this game. If we thought the first half was quick, the second half even speedier with that running clock in play. I would definitely like to see UWE get the ball one more time to maybe get to that 60.
I honestly can't believe that UWE are this close to 60 as it is. As we see movement, that is a false start. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's, again, Birmingham, it's such a shame.
After a big play.
After a big play,
good play.
You're at the halfway line. And now you're going back 5 yards.
Yeah, and as I said, when it's going wrong for you, it really is going wrong for you.
Full start. Offense, number 47. 5 yards, still first down.
Not heard much from the UWE Comets cheerleaders so far.
It's early in the season, Greener. They've got to get better. They've got to get better and train as a team, just like we do.
I did hear a bit of a cheer from them there, though. It's nice to see the girls out supporting the guys as well.
Absolutely. They do a fantastic job coming out. And one thing I will say about the UWE Comets is that they are out in force even when it gets really cold, always supporting the team and really good.
And to away games too as well. Absolute dedication by them. So shout out UWE Comets. Keep up the good work.
As we see a tackle in the backfield for UWE. Yeah, up to the line of scrimmage at least. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 15 again, 2nd and 14. No, 2nd and 15, yeah. Looking at where the down markers
digging
are.
themselves in a hole. They've got to try and get to that 3rd and manageable. We talked about it so much today. They need to get to that 3rd and manageable. Get something going. Still staying in that same formation.
We're seeing a pass blocking, so we're seeing a pass play. Looking for the
Just
big throw deep,
picked.
and that is definitely picked.
Yeah, it's picked.
And we saw it. We heard a whistle immediately.
Might have been an inadvertent whistle there.
Yeah, we heard a whistle immediately. We see a couple of flags in the backfield. I wasn't looking in the backfield, so I don't know what that was for.
Hopefully we can see something on the replay here.
Yeah, because a whistle went as soon as the ball was picked.
Great play by Martin, though.
Yeah, we're seeing...
high point in that ball.
Seeing the referee's point in UWE's way.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. 77 on the defense, 15 yards, first down.
Yeah, Big Mike that is, I think. Roughing the passer there. Hopefully we can see the replay. Yeah, here it comes. QB back to pass. Yeah, he's just late. Went a bit high, helmet to helmet. But great athleticism on the pick by Martin. I mean, high pointed that ball, but keep it in 2 hands and go down. At that point, don't try and get more of what you can get.
The thing is, and I played corner, I understand that everybody else on the team's been having a bit of fun. You want to have a bit of fun too. You finally get that pick.
You do, but as a corner, you don't have the ball in your hands very often. So that ball security, it needs to be pivotal.
It's a little
bit foreign, yeah.
You see a run and a reverse again. Number 8, he's had to cut up field.
Oh, AK laying the boom.
That was a huge hit. Number 8 had to cut inside because the edge had been sealed and he ran into a truck.
And the UWE sideline just erupted then.
I don't blame them. Look at this.
I can't wait to see this replay.
Really good reverse. I don't know why he didn't go outside. I guess he felt the edge wasn't sealed well enough, but he definitely made the wrong decision coming in. My, that looked even better second time round. Oh my.
Yeah, it was at that point he knew that I won't complete that because we're PG, but.
Well, AK definitely isn't PG with hits like that. As we see a rollout for Birmingham.
Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. That was a big hit.
And that was,
I know we've seen an incomplete pass there, but that was a big hit.
Yeah, that was rated R for rough. As we see this play again, we see a rollout. We see something a little bit different here. 61, like, it's hard to know what Birmingham were looking to do there because they did have some guards in motion.
I think they were ad-libbing a little bit there.
Chasing down players, you don't like to see it. Again, like I said, as a running back, it's especially true as a quarterback. Let's just hear what the referee's got to say.
2-minute warning, I think. Let's hear from Keith.
This is the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
Come on, UWE. We want the ball back. I want that 60-pointer.
I think UWE have done more than enough to prove themselves as a team here. As I was saying just before the 2-minute warning, when I was saying earlier, as a running back, you don't want to see the face cage of your offensive lineman. It's especially true if you're a quarterback.
Oh, yeah. No thanks.
You do not want to see that. As we see another pass, number 12 going out wide to number 27. Good pass. Again, numbers getting there for UWE.
But again, the same stuff from Birmingham. Just running back swings, bubble screens, power left, power right, reverse. That's it. That's all we've seen from them. And 3 verts and an out.
Listen, I've been a part of teams where you run a few plays because, as we see, listen for the
At 1 minute 38, 1:38, first timeout, UWE.
Yeah, they want that 60 burger. They're calling a timeout.
I'm not going to assume why they called a timeout. Maybe they weren't sure who should be on the field.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
be
we know
oblivious.
why they called a timeout.
No, and as I was saying before that, look, I've been a part of teams where the coach runs the same plays over and over again, and it's to wear them down until you can make that big play on a reverse or anything like that. You ask your defense to hold up, keep the game tight, and really win on 1 or 2 possessions and make it a really great game. The problem is when that's not going your way, if your defense isn't holding up, you need a second plan. And Birmingham, it's been an uphill battle all day for them. And nearly a block.
Oh, nearly a block punt.
Brian
trying to keep him bounced to try and get another return.
That was a great punt, though.
Good punt. And they're doing the right thing. They're not kicking it to him. I said to Brian at the halftime, he was practicing catching punts off Chenna. I was like, you don't need to practice that. They're not going to kick you the ball again.
Well, the thing is, they've never actually kicked him the ball on his punt return touchdown. That was bouncing around for a while. And they've known the danger there, and they've tried to avoid it.
So we were talking about Ivan's athleticism earlier, and he actually holds...
At 1:05, 1 minute 5 seconds, second timeout, UWE.
So UWE called a timeout again because of running clock. And as I was saying, Ivan, we were saying about his athleticism, he actually holds his high school triple jump record. So that just shows how much of an athlete he is.
Athlete, I believe it as well. We've seen him all over the place today. A lot of these scholarships do have backgrounds in athletics as well. I know Drew and Sam both have honors in athletics as well. Drew running relay and long jump, and Sam being more all over the place, well-rounded athlete.
And UWE hurrying to the line. They want to score again. They want more points.
Sorry, I can't see it. Who have they got there at quarterback?
That's number 10, isn't it?
Yeah, number 10. Cool. And he steps up in the pocket. His eyes still downfield. It's really nice to see. He really wants to throw it. It's not going to be there. He makes tiptoes down the sideline. He's still running.
Great run from Theo Landers there, the QB. They called another timeout, UWE. They want the 60-pointer.
That was great play from him. Great reactions. He really wanted to throw it downfield. Great coverage from Birmingham for him not being able to get that off. Look, you can see it here in the replay.
At 28 seconds, 2:08 seconds.
Eyes downfield,
third and final timeout.
Goes to the tackle,
UWE.
just doesn't get there. And then from there, he's just tiptoeing, stays in bounds. Great footwork from him. Looks to step out of bounds, and he does step out of bounds, but he's already committed to the tackle. You can't be mad about that happening.
The fact I've got about Theo down here is his favorite movie is Django Unchained.
Oh,
what a movie.
That is a great
Tarantino.
movie. That is a great movie.
I mean, what a movie. We agree. Great movie.
Yeah, listen, I'd be worried if he said, like, the Mummy remake.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. Okay, so UWE trips right. About 20 seconds left to go on the clock.
Another pass from UWE. Going to see a sack. No, he breaks out of it, throws it downfield.
He's got a guy.
He's wide, and he's just overthrown him.
Oh, my days. He overthrew him. I mean, that was like a 60-yard pass.
That was a long way. It went to the 20-yard line from his own.
And that was Kevin Adams trying to get underneath that one there. They got about 10 seconds left, UWE. They probably got one more time, one more play. Is that it?
Might be it.
That's it.
That might be it.
They're shaking hands.
With that, our final score is UWE.
This is the end of the game.
UWE 52, Birmingham 0. UWE opening the season with a huge win. Birmingham coming back down to earth after their big win against Swansea. Lots of games still to be played for the season. Long way to go.
Yeah, I also love it how the referee has to let us know that it's the end of the game. I mean, it's not like we didn't know, but hey, they want to be, like I said, they want their time on TV.
Absolutely, and they deserve it. We want to say thank you to the referees. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in today. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. And we want to say thanks to CheersMate Productions for putting this on.
Absolutely fantastic by CheersMate. Their setup is amazing. If you want any streaming done, make sure you get in contact with them. They're just so professional, and everything is done to the highest possible standard.
But once again, final score 52 for the UWE Bullets, 0 for the Birmingham Lions. I have been Craig McLeod.
And I have been Greener, and thank you very much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you at the next game.
Absolutely. Good evening, everybody.
What drama we have here! He's allowed to play off, puts a shot away, and it's just another super goal.
I cannot believe what I have just seen.
Welcome back, everybody, pitchside. England have won this one 22 points to 6.
Electric out the blocks.
Have completed the greatest of comebacks. Callum looking for Godfrey. Callum,